the sweet shop would be.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love sweets?
Same.
Candy.
Chocolate.
Yeah. And then, the magical menagerie for me, because I love the animals, and it's such a beautiful shop. And you've been in there, like they've got beautiful paintings on the wall, and it does feel like you're in another world because there's all this chirping and squawking, and it's cool.
I say the sweet shop, chocolate.
Hi. So since both of you are fans of books, were there scenes that you imagined while reading the books that were filmed and actually put in the movies that you wish could have been more how you imagined it, or you're upset that it was like so different?
We were talking about this yesterday. I was just saying that it's so hard because everyone all around the world has their own idea of what they're reading, and there's this group of people who have this huge task of creating this world, and obviously there's so much pressure, but I personally think that they did an amazing job. So from what?
Tell them about the train scene.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, my first day working on the movies, and it was my train scene with Tom. And I remember honestly thinking that I was going to be shooting on a train, like on an actual moving train. No one had told me, I had no idea. So we turn up to the studio, and I walk on, and it's just a carriage, and I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be something's going to happen. I have no idea what it is. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, and we start shooting, and it starts moving. I'm thinking, how is this moving? And I look out the window, and there are, I swear, 4 guys on a pole on each end of the carriage, bouncing up and down. That is honestly how the train was moving. So yeah, I just thought it's hilarious, like total movie magic. I was just there.
No, to be honest, for me, like they mostly exceeded my expectations, just like in terms of the sets and the costumes, and because that's these people's jobs, and there's hundreds of people working on it, and it's like all that creativity combined. It's pretty an incredible force. But I think I said this yesterday as well. The Ministry of Magic scenes for me in book 5, where I hadn't imagined what they would be like. I hadn't imagined that kind of spookiness, that like the eerie atmosphere it created, because they did have the sets very dark, and you couldn't see the whole room. You couldn't see, well, it was a set, you could see lights up there, but in the movie it's like it just reaches up into the abyss, and they really helped create that. And David Gates, he had such a vision for what that was. So yeah, nothing ever disappointed. It was always really exciting, and even though they were sets and they were kind of sometimes facades, they still had so much detail. Like you could open books and newspapers, like even the quiver would sit there genuinely fascinated by these articles.
The props we had.
Yeah.
It was just, the detail's incredible.
Yeah, so no, nothing disappointing. It was always amazing. I did though, when I read the books, I don't know if this has happened to other people, but I always read them in like my accent. So I think when the whole Englishness was I mean, I'd already seen all the films, but yeah, that was new, and it teaches you more about their kind of culture. Thank you.
Good morning.
Hello.
First off, I want to thank both of you for being involved in the movies. Enjoyed watching both of you play your roles. Did a great job. My daughter is probably similar in age, and I'm very thankful for J.K. Rowling writing these books that she's grown up enjoying, and my wife and I have enjoyed. I want to tell you, Luna, Yvonne, that when I saw you in the first movie, the first scene you were in, I was like, that is exactly what I thought Luna Lovegood would look like. Was you. You just did such an incredible role with that, played such a great role. My question is, what are future projects for you, both of you, for future projects?
Well, I've literally just finished working on Falling Skies, which is on TNT. And it's the season finale on tonight. I play a character called Lexi Mason, who is human-alien hybrid, and she has awesome powers, and I'm very powerful, and so tonight is our 2-hour long finale, so I'm really excited. It's gone very quick. So I was up in Vancouver shooting that last year.
What time is it at?
It is 9. 9.
Why are you getting ready for the parties tonight if you want?
Yeah, please.
And she's blonde in it.
Oh, I'm blonde.
recognizes
Yeah,
her.
no one recognises me. I wear a really long blonde wig, kind of like Pansy,
Pansy
but
shape, yeah.
but straight. It's not really crazy curly. Yeah, so it's great. That was a lot of fun to do. So I'm excited to see it tonight.
I've done lately, I've been more into indie movies, so sort of a diversion from fantasy, which has been really fun because obviously they're totally different, the scale of them to Harry Potter, what I was like brought up on. And it's like you almost have to work harder on those kind of films because there's not 100 people looking out for you and making sure everything's okay. So it's really interesting. I'm working on a movie in Ireland right now, which I'm not allowed to talk about, but it's fun. Yeah, it's really cool. Scarlett actually sent me the script and was like, you should read for this. So I'll give it to her. But yeah, it's just different. It's actually, it's kind of relevant at the moment as well, because you know everyone's doing those ice bucket challenges. You both did them for ALS, and the director actually has ALS, and he's just such an inspiring person because he can't really move. He has to use everything with his eye gaze sensor, and so that kind of there's like a break in communication there. It's really like teaching me how much I depend on other people, like nodding and smiling, and when you don't have that, it's like you get nervous. But yeah, he's really inspiring, so I'm excited about that. It'll probably be out next year.
Yeah, the script is amazing. I'm excited.
Thank you for coming, obviously. I was just wondering if either of you or both of you could write a headline from the wizarding world for the Quibbler or Daily Prophet. What would that headline be?
So early for that right now.
I know.
They were dancing last night. They're tired.
A headline? Oh man.
Let's all do one together, shall we? No.
Can you give us an example?
Yeah.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah. You give us one. Yeah, come on, Jen.
No, mine would be like, Measle makes with unicorns create new hybrid species with superpowers. I don't know. That's something I love about the Avatar universe, that they have all these animals that are just a mix. They have like horse puppies and cat owls and meows. Love meows. So I just think that would be cool. I think I would, if I was in the wizarding world, I would get sent to prison for crossbreeding and all these things.
Thank you.
Thank you. If there was any other character in the Harry Potter movies, who would it be and why? Who do you want to be? Other than the character. Sorry.
Who they want to play, if they want any other character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. I would say Bellatrix, only because she seems so fun to play. But if I was relating to a character, I would say Hermione. So, one of those.
I'm fine. Luna was she was my top character. I thought I lucked out. Everyone else was suckers. I was just so happy. So, and I just love her world like that. It's so more whimsical, and she's not concerned about she's not concerned with the great battle between good and evil. It was just more fun than that. So I guess I would then, they're making a Fantastic Beast movie now. I would like to play a Fantastic Beast. I would put on a costume. Yeah, eat some grass, I just think it would be like a weird irony to it. like, because Luna always said all these characters existed that nobody could find evidence of, and to be there as one of those characters, I would have a lot of fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all are awesome. If there was a performance that you were there performances that you weren't happy with during your acting, and if you could go back and reshoot a scene, which one would it be?
Well, personally for me, I feel like with Harry Potter being probably the first big job I ever got, it was such a learning experience. And I honestly, because I'd gone to drama school first, so I was used to being on stage and performing in front of people and teachers and dancing and having a great time like that. But being there and being involved in that whole experience, it was such a learning curve. So there was a part of me that was like, what am I doing? So I don't think I ever did anything where I thought, oh my god, it was terrible, I really want to do it again. But it was just a huge learning experience. So I felt like I learned a lot from a lot of people, from the cast to the crew, even from hair and makeup. The whole experience was just amazing.
I think it's really hard to just be like totally satisfied and like, great, I'm awesome, you know. But it's hard to watch those movies. I think Dan said that recently. He was like, can't watch the early movies, and it is like it's got, you know, we weren't trained actors at the time. We were just like growing up and we were having fun. I think I was pretty happy, like, because I just knew the character. It wasn't so much of a leap. And I think in projects since Potter, I've had to work harder because I'm like, I find I'm able to relate to people when I really love them, when I want to like kind of do them justice, and that's what I had for Luna. And for other characters, it's like, it's not as strong, that connection. So yeah, but I did also feel with Luna, sometimes I would watch and be like, I think she was often used as like the joke, her lines where people would like make awkward glances, and she has that light element, but she also has so much depth to her, and she has a lot of wisdom. And I think that there are moments in the books where she says things that are just so relevant and so profound, and I think sometimes that was sacrificed a little bit in favor of the comic relief, which we definitely needed in the film. So it was just like, Dark Lord, Dark Lord, Dark Lord. You know, someone needed to talk about Nargles. I still think, yeah, there was kind of depths to her that weren't explored. Luna spin-off, please, yay!
I don't know about you as well. I cannot stand the sound of my own voice. Like when I hear it on video, or that sounds really old video. When someone records you. So I remember when I first it was the 4th time I was seeing The Half-Blood Prince, and I'd gone with a huge group of my school friends because they all wanted to go see it, and the cinema was packed. And I remember my bit was coming up, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. So I left because I couldn't stand hearing the sound of my own voice, and I hid in the side of the cinema, waiting for my scene to be over, and then I came and I was like, oh, I missed it.
I had that element where whenever the movie would come on, because I had this almost just like innate Harry Potter fan instinct when you'd hear that sit down and watch, sit down and watch. But then I'd be watching it, I'd get caught up, and then it's like, oh no, that's me on the screen, and it suddenly stops being a Harry Potter movie, and it's just like, why are you on the telly? I don't know. It just like kind of removes that aspect of escapism and magic. Yeah. Boring old self.
Okay, so hi. You guys are really awesome, and I wanted to ask, who was the most fun person to be around on set?
Good one. Oh my god, they were all so much fun. Because they were all like, they're adults who are actors and just people who are pretending to be people for their living. I remember when I first found out, like, you can be an actor and make money from it, I thought that was ridiculous and amazing. And so they are like, they are just all very playful, like in their work and in their life. The two who stuck out to me were, because every morning we'd have like an hour and a half of hair and makeup, and I was sat in one chair trying to stay awake. It was like 6 a.m., really early, and Jason Isaacs, who plays Lucius Malfoy, and Mark Williams, who plays Mr. Weasley, they'd be sat there, and because Lucius, he had the blonde hair and I had the blonde hair, we had about the same hair time, and we'd be there, and those two would just be talking, just like it was like a comedy sketch show, because they'd be doing voices and just telling jokes, and it was so fun. And also Nat Tena, because she is
So
absolutely
much fun. She's like a ball of
crazy.
something.
Yeah, and she'd come in having not slept, and she'd have all
Like
these
no
wild,
shoes, like
adventures.
yeah. She walks in, she's like, let's do this. And it's like, oh my god. It's so cool.
Yeah, there were a lot of characters on that set. And also, you would even hang around the extras, and these men were like employed because they had amazing beards.
Yeah.
Just like beards, a lifetime of beard. And there's just like a story in that beard. So you kind of ask them about it, and like they really are. Yes! What are you hiding in there?
I could grow one.
Exactly, because if you think about it, it's like even growing your hair, people get impatient. It's like, no, they've really committed to that beard. They really, like, that is their life and soul in there. And so, like, they were these quirky old men who were wizards just without the magic powers, and it was so fascinating talking to those kind of people.
And honestly, we all had such a great time whenever we were all together, working together, having fun, laughing. The whole thing was just so much fun.
Hi, so if each of you had your own theme song, what do you think it would be?
That's a girl from yesterday. That's on
No, I have to be something jiggy. What would you pick?
I don't know.
Nothing too serious.
No, you go.
I'm not a musician, but this is a good question. Oh my god, I don't even know.
I'm afraid to answer this question because I'll just start singing and it will be terrible.
Maybe we'll come back to that.
Yeah, can we have a thing?
It occurs to them.
Hey guys, so two sort of ish. One, what is your favorite on-set experience? And two, I don't know if I just have bad luck, but every time I go to the Walk of Fame, I always end up just missing you guys. And I'm dying to get my book signed by you, both of you. So, are you guys going at some point
Yes,
today?
yes.
Yeah, we were talking about this. What is the...
Well, okay, so the Walk of Fame is where people sign things, right?
Oh, so that's all that.
Yeah, I heard.
People keep tweeting like, oh, I missed you. And what is this?
Or where can I go get it signed?
Oh, I can't really do
Dragon
like a
Con
corner.
Universe, yeah. No, we will be there. I think we're doing like 4 hours of signing today, so.
Oh, so where were we yesterday? Okay,
Yeah.
so sorry.
Yeah. We're just there until like 5 today, so apart from lunch break.
So what was your favorite on-set experience?
Oh. Okay. Do you remember? We kind of got in trouble. Do you remember where we... Oh, not like big trouble. But we kind of didn't... Remember? Yeah. Oh, they did that. So basically, we wanted to go and see...
Yeah, so there was always like these amazing sets happening while it was Gringotts.
Yeah,
so it was
that's
the
it.
goblins. There was always these amazing, incredible sets being built that we would never get a chance to work on or to see, and people would talk about them, and there'd be, so we were on a break, and breaks go on for hours, there's all these technical difficulties.
And we just thought, well, let's just
lost an elf or something, so it was just like, it would be hours, and he just kind of said, it was on another dock, because Leavesden Studios, it was built like on an old airport hangar, so there was like a runway that you have to walk up to get to the other part of the studio. And so we just went on a walk down to Green
We just thought,
Dock.
let's just go. No one will miss us, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
So we left, and then
Huddled around, and then we just got some really angry phone calls.
everyone's like, where are they? What did she do?
Yeah.
And then they found us in Green Dock. At least we got to see everything.
It was so weird though, I did cry. It was horrible.
But it is my favorite because it's the first kind of
Bad
thing we can just relax.
Green Dots. Yeah. What's my favorite on-set experience? That's yours, is it?
No, I just popped in my head. I thought, oh, do you remember when?
I really enjoyed filming the Quidditch stand scenes because it was just so silly. We were all in a stand and we all were, kind of. Oh, I had my lion hat, which was awesome, and we were all sitting there, candy being passed around and cheering at nothing. So people started to get a bit competitive who could do the rowdiest cheer, and people started catcalling and saying offensive things to Potter. But yeah, it was like that whole special effects thing of just looking at a ball and a stick and come on! It was fun. Yeah, any of the group scenes though, mad things were happening. The courtyard, yeah.
Yeah, the courtyard was so much fun, and Neville has this big brave moment at the end. And that we shot that for like 4 weeks or something. It went on for a really long time, but it was great because it was the first time I had my wand, and we were all really dirty. So we'd come in and we had just like baby powder in our hair and mud and dirt everywhere, ripped clothes.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Oh, and I also love the wedding villain. I'm gonna just say every scene now. But that was a really fun villain for his wedding, because you'd never seen what a wizard wedding was before, and the kind of guests and their lavish wedding wear, and the cakes and everything. Yeah, with the what was it? Peacocks or something. And that was when I got to work with my dad, and it was fun because always on the sets. Kind of because of my costume and because of the character, I'd feel a little bit like the odd one out. And that was fine, But it was also nice to have someone who was just as odd as me, and there in bright yellow, causing a scene. And we made up that dance on the spot, and he was so down with it. I'm not going to do it. But it's the Ragsburg dance, so it's basically just. If you know what a Ragsburg is, it's like a little block that goes in your head. So it's like if you imagine that Ragsburgs are around your head and you're just like it's a dance move. So you don't want to be too aggressive. But it's spinning, you can knock things over, it doesn't really matter, there's no structure to it. And yeah, he was so down with it, he was so cool. That was fun. Thank you.
Hi. I'm so nervous to talk to you guys. I love you guys so much. And I love everything. And I visited Diagon Alley at Evanna during the summer, and it was amazing.
Oh, cool.
It was so cool. And Scarlett,
what was your favorite part?
It was probably, I did ride the Forbidden Journey ride 10 times in a row.
Oh.
But probably it was just Diagon Alley itself was probably my favorite part. And Diagon and Nocturne Alley. It was
They're so mean in there.
Yeah.
They're so in
The
character.
dragon was amazing. I didn't even know there was going to be fire.
I know, yeah, it was really, really cool. And but Scarlett, I've been jealous of you since I first saw you because I love Tom Felton and I love Draco Malfoy. So it's but I love you. I love both of you. My question, I have two questions if you guys don't mind. The first one is what was your favorite scene to shoot for in Harry Potter?
That's kind of what we answered just there. Do you have another one?
Well, I'd say the first scene that I worked on was my train scene.
That's my favorite scene in the whole.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. But yeah, that would be only because I was really nervous but really excited at the same time. It was the first time I actually officially worked on the movie, so it was
There's nothing I can do about it.
If you were starstruck by anyone, who would it be? Anyone?
On the set, like on the set.
Oh, on the set. I think
Were you starstruck by when you met anyone? Were you like, oh my god, I'm
Doing
gonna
that
be this person?
Were you that cool? No.
I didn't really get really crazy. That was it.
Yeah. Because I didn't expect to walk into the Great Hall when we were doing the read-through and that she was going to be there.
And she was in Dumbledore's chair. How much more intimidating?
Because apparently she's only ever, I think it's the second time she's ever been to a read-through. So I remember walking in, it's already nerve-wracking enough that you have the producers and director, and then you have the entire cast in this kind of square we were all sitting in, and then she's just there. Just cool. And so we're all just like,
Queen presiding over.
well, thank you guys, I love you.